Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Saturday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from the Amateur Hour Primetime Radio Studios. I didn't get the fader right. I didn't get the fader right, Scotty. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty at SiriusXM, Liquid Metal, the top producer of that fine satellite radio company. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network as the Devils beat and stabbed to the heart twice the Buffalo Sabres. Well, actually, they fell on their own sword. That's the title.
I thought you just before we go on here, Sam's like, we shouldn't use the word stabbed because that's just too violent. And then the first thing you say when you get on here is they get stabbed.
I know. I have to keep it PG. Well, you know what happened, Scotty?
We're going Art the Clown today. That's all.
Yeah.
We're going Art the Clown style.
I didn't have a mouse pad. I ran out of mouse pad, actually, and a room. And then I was like with that with the mouse. And then as I was trying to fade out, I just went from 60 to 0. So that's what that was all about.
All right.
The bumper. Anyway.
Well, I know another team that's going 60 to 0, or 0 to 60, actually, I would say. And that's our New Jersey Devils with another big victory over there in Prague today. Czech Republic. First 2 games of the season are wrapped up, and they are 2 W's for the NJD. What another great game today. Sam and I are here on Devils After Dark to talk about it with you out there, our crew. Don't forget to join our crew at joinourcrew.com. You want to get some free tickets that we give away during the season from our good friends at JCB Architectural? We got to join our crew. That's where we're going now.
And there'll be other companies sponsoring this.
There'll be others. There'll be others as well. Definitely. But for right now, JCB is our main sponsor over here. And as we always say, the non-Vandalay industries of architecture, right there.
Yeah,
JCB. That's the place to go.
If you want your house to pass inspection and get all the proper permits and actually done right and not going to fall down in 2 years, JCB Architectural. That's who
they're the way to go.
They are
the way to go.
Just make sure their leaders are 150 feet away from the house, not near the foundation. That's all.
Just tell them Sam Wu sent you over there.
Yep.
But yeah, another great game for the Devils against the Sabres. And let's talk about it here on Devils After Dark. Welcome into another edition of the show, the win number 2 edition, the 2 for 2 edition here on the Let's Go Devils Network. So game 2, over there in Prague, Czech Republic. Jake the Snake is in net today. Congratulations to Andre Palat, who is not in the lineup. Why? Birth of his second child. So congratulations to you and the missus. Hope everyone is happy and healthy over there. Not sure where that is happening, if that's happening overseas or if that's back home in the States here. But wherever it is, hope mom and baby are doing well. I hope Palat didn't pass out in the delivery room. So congratulations to him, and we wish him all the best. Big Mac, Curtis McDermott finds himself inserted into the lineup. Paul Cotter, the Mitts Man. The Meat Man. Well, now we got the Mitts Man. Paul Cotter moves up to the third line. He had himself a hell of a game today. And our very own New Jersey Devils hero, all-time points leader, goal leader, just about everything on the offensive side. He's number 1. And that's old 26. You see the number right over my shoulder here. Retired in the rafters of the Rock, but he's also from the Czech Republic. Patrick Elias dropping the ceremonial. First puck today was Yager yesterday, Patty today. And he was right there to greet the team for the victory when they were coming off the ice there at the end. So pretty cool stuff going on in the Czech Republic. Let's get to the game right now. In the first period, we didn't have any score, but there was a lot of action. How about Simone Nemitz coming up with a big shot block after Eric Holla turnover there at the blue line? Jack and Jesper Bratt. I know we've had some people already concerned with the Jack Jesper Timo line. Do not worry. Like we said yesterday, they're going to be just fine, and they proved it in this game a little later on. But they were getting opportunities all morning. Well, it's morning for me, afternoon for you there on the East Coast right now, probably evening if you were over in Europe. But they were getting chances all game long. Jack had a nice backhand attempt there right in the first period, and Jesper Bratt with the big blast after a dump in takes a funky bounce off those boards and just shoots right back out to him. But Levi was good in the net for the Buffalo Sabres. Let me tell you, this game could have probably been easily 5 or 6-1 final. But Levi made some incredible saves to keep Buffalo in this contest for as long as they were. And then with Palat out, the man wearing the A today, Dylan, you son of a bitch. Big monster hit, puts Peterka down. Clean hit. Peterka head down, even though Dylan got called for an interference call somehow or another. I mean, it's going to get to the point where they're just not allowed to hit each other anymore. But either way, I thought it was a good hit. Peterka's coming in with his head down, and Dylan stood him up. Just stood him right up. Much like last year, we saw Brendan Smith do to Bedard. Can't skate with your head down. Pick that head up. Because most of the impact, I think, was Peterka skating this way, and then Dylan just being a wall of a man. He was kind of the, what did Gorilla Monsoon say? The irresistible force and the unmovable object. He was kind of both there in one against Peterka. Puts him down. Tuck comes in and challenges Brendan Dillon, who was more than happy to oblige. And he threw some fisticuffs. He kind of had a little size advantage there on Tuck, but give it to Tuck for sticking up for his teammate, going in there immediately, dropping the gloves to throw that challenge, and got to hit a little hat tip to Brendan Dillon, not only for handling himself in the fight, putting Tuck down after a couple shots. It wasn't anything crazy. Just, the Dillon shots really didn't even land very, very cleanly, but I don't even know if Tuck got a punch away before he went down. But yeah, you got to hand it to both sides. Tuck for stepping up there, and Brendan Dillon for answering the bell on all accounts. And he was more than willing to drop those gloves, and love seeing that from Dylan. So he's got a big hit over there. Timo Meier drew a penalty after that on a hooking call. Jesper Bratt gets a couple of whacks at an opportunity at the side of the net. Jack let a laser beam go wrister, but that was stopped by Levi as well. And then on the back check, Timo Meier hustles back to break up a partial break there. Woo! Nice defensive play. Good swipe of the stick right on the puck. Knocks it away. So that top line, they had some jump right from the get-go. Dougie Hamilton also getting a little physical, throwing a shoulder there at the bench and kind of topple it over there a little bit. Had a little chuckle there. Very nice. Like to see Dougie getting involved on that physical side as well. Lets you know that Peck is feeling okay if he's throwing it out there for some physicality. We move into the second. Devils get a power play after Tuck kind of went after Nico there a little bit. Maybe a little, sort of retaliation. Even though, like I said, I thought the Dylan hit was clean. And I thought, who was it? Someone gave Dawson Mercer on the Sabres. Someone gave Dawson Mercer a good pop there. I think it was in the third period. And I thought that was a clean hit too. It's just good hockey hits. So I don't know. Either way, the Devils get a power play there. Tuck kind of like tries to take out the skates there of Nico Hischier. Sieg steps in to protect the captain. So like seeing that as well. We know that was an issue a year or two ago where these guys were getting run and no one was doing anything. Immediately, Siegenthaler steps there. So love seeing that. Dylan, again, a huge shot block on Tage Thompson. That one looked like it stung. Dylan goes down on the one knee, and I think he got it like right in the calf or like, in between his ankle and his calf. Ooh, that one will probably require some ice packs on the old plane ride back. But Brendan Diller's a hockey player. He hobbled his way over to the bench, gave it a skate at the next stop of the whistle, and was back out there on his next shift like nothing ever happened. That's a defenseman over here. Casey, Seamus Casey, what a game he had. Long stretch pass to Thomas Tatar for a partial break. Again, stopped by Levi. He was standing on his head throughout this game. Jake the Snake stays patient and stops Tage Thompson. Timo Meyer, by the way, at the end of that, took a little shot, a little jab, but, the butt of the stick was right here. Could have maybe been something, but okay, ref's going to let it slide. If you're going to let it slide both ways. And they did. So no call there. Levi then came up big again on Timo. Then he stopped a 2-on-1 with Jesper Bratt and Jack Hughes. And then finally, after that, after those quick stops right in a row there from Levi, Buffalo gets on the board. Let me see exactly what time that was. Boom, boom, boom. It was Tage Thompson at 8:18 of the second period with a poke. That's actually how it's listed here on the NHL app. What kind of shot was it? It was a poke shot. Never actually saw that before. Having described, but that's essentially what happened. After those 2 or 3 big Levi stops, right after the 2-on-1 with Jack and Jesper, so the puck goes down the other way, and there's kind of a scrub there in the crease, and the Sabres are poking at it. They're pushing, they're shoveling, they're doing anything they can to get that puck into the net, and Thompson gets credited for the goal. However, when you watch the replay a couple times, you can see that might have been some goalie interference there as Greenway from the Sabres comes kind of like crashing in there again with the stick, almost harpooning. Okay. And we know there's only one man who harpoons. Okay. And that is the king of the football calls himself, Sam Wu. It's when the Devils harpoon the Sharks. Sam is the harpooner. Just asked Mrs. Wu. Ooh. Getting feisty this morning. But yeah, the Sabres kind of pushed that puck in, and Greenway, when he's crashing in there and harpoons Jake Allen's leg there, his leg pad literally gets spun around. At first, I'm like, yo, Jake the Snake, tighten up those straps. But then when you see the replay, it's really Greenway's stick gets him as Jake is already down on the ground. Like I said, there's a scrub there. He's trying to just block that goal line. And whoop, his leg pad literally gets turned around by Greenway. And then Tage Thompson's able to push it on home with the poke shot, according to the NHL app. 1-0 Buffalo Sabres there at 8:18. Right after that, though, and again, maybe should have been challenged, but okay, we'll give Keefe the pass on that. Maybe a little early in the game. Didn't want to give Buffalo the potential power play right after that because the Devils got a power play. And Paul Cotter, by the way, just before this, the Mitts man, he's showing those moves. He realized he was one-on-one with Cousins. That's a forward playing defense for the Buffalo Sabres. And, man, he just kind of puts the puck between his own legs, okay, brings it back between his own legs and shoots it forward and just moves himself right around Cousins and goes in for a great opportunity. Once again, though, stopped by Levi, who was just, he was playing unbelievable. Tage Thompson did eventually get a goalie interference, though, that put the Devils on the power play. PP1 has been getting a lot of power play time. They got a couple good chances, but it was PP2 that comes through today. A goal for your New Jersey Hockey Devils by who? Seamus Casey, that's who. A PPG power play goal for his first of the season, the first of his career for the young 20-year-old defenseman. And wow, what a shot this was that he put it home. Seamus Casey, this kid's going to be special. This kid is really, really going to turn out, I think, to be something special. At 11:59, he evens the game up with a wrister, and basically the Devils are just moving the puck around. Good puck moving again. Lot of board battles won. A lot of pucks in the corner. Devils were winning those battles all game. Whatever. Just like yesterday. They were winning shift after shift after shift. But they get the puck, and it's Stefan Nason gets it over to Eric Halla, who passes it back out to the point where Seamus Casey is. And then he kind of starts to creep in a little bit. And, oh, baby, does he pull the fadeaway shot over here? Because he's coming in, and then you got your Buffalo defenseman going out for a shot block, and he just, pulls it back a little bit, and then kind of shifts himself over to the side. And then now he's got a great lane, open lane there, right to Levi, the goaltender. And let me tell you, Seamus Casey did not miss on this one, letting out a freaking laser beam, which actually was only about 68 miles an hour. I thought it looked so much more oomph on the shot when I initially saw it on TV. So I'll keep my freaking laser beam for Seamus Casey over there. But he gets his first of the season, puts it high past the blocker side, ripped it. What a shot, though, from this kid. But what a move, too. The hockey sense that he has shown so far. The poise, the confidence, and just, there was a couple other plays, too, where, you look at Perfecta earlier, skating with his head down. Seamus Casey, he's always skating with his head up. He's seeing that ice really, really well for a young 20-year-old kid playing in only his second NHL game. And I get it. It's the second of the season. I know. But we're allowed to be excited by some good play over here, okay? Casey gets his first of his career, first of the season, coming from Eric Halla, his first assist, and Stefan Nason. So Nason's getting on the old score sheet 2 games in a row. Wrister at 11:59, all tied up there, 1-1. Brendan Dillon then took a tripping call after that. He was playing physical, going towards the Buffalo Sabre. I don't remember who it was, but his stick got in between the legs there. All right, I'm not. That's fine. That's one I'll take because Dillon is, he's playing physical. It wasn't like he was trying to trip someone. It was just kind of a little bit of an accidental play there. Devils end up killing off that power play. And Jesper Bratt got an short-handed opportunity. He picked the puck. Kind of the Sabres are moving through the neutral zone, and Bratt's coming the other way, and just a little quick, boom, slap of the stick. Puck pops free, go in the opposite direction, and Jesper's off to the races. But again, Levi, dude was on fire. And then right after that, Brendan Dillon, he draws a tripping penalty. So the Devils go back on the power play. Dougie Hamilton had a big shot stopped again by Levi. Woo! He looked good throughout this entire game. It's 1-1, moving into the third. Starts out with Jack and Jesper Timo, all getting good chances over there. Brendan Dillon comes up huge again on another shot block. And then it's the Mitts man at 7:18 of the third period. Woo, baby. Paul Cotter. Devil fans, we are going to love this guy. He hits, he's physical, and he can play anywhere throughout the lineup. Because much like the Nico Hischier goal from yesterday, which happened on a line change, on an offensive zone line change, Paul Cotter today found himself out there with Jack Hughes. So Jack stays out on the ice for a longer shift. Cotter jumps on there and gets right into the play. And it's Jack and Cotter in the zone. And Jack, he's going to push the defense off. And then he makes a little spinner Rooney, Booker T style, and then throws a pass right across to Paul Cotter, who again, just like Seamus Casey, does a little pullback. Okay. Pulling it back. And that dekes out the goaltender Levi, who goes down at first. And then Cotter, puts it above the blocker, and he kisses it. Mwah! Off the post, off the crossbar, and right down past the goal line. Paul Cotter gets his second of the year at 7:18 to put the Devils up 2-1. Jackie boy, jumping Jack Flash. Jack Hughes is finally on the score sheet in the second game. He gets his first assist of the year, the primary. Okay, and at first too, you got to you're thinking there. You see Jack Hughes with the assist, and you see this unbelievably pretty move, and you're like, wait, that was 47? That was Cotter? No, come on, that was Jesper Bratt. You're like, do I need an update on the old glasses prescription over here? Like Chris Farley when he's doing Matt Foley. Oh, you want to be a writer? I can't see so well, Dad. Is that Bill Shakespeare sitting over there? Is that Paul Cotter or is that Jesper Bratt? That wasn't. That had to be Timo Meier with that move. No, it was the Mitz man. Paul Cotter, 47. Keep your eye on him, Devils fans. He's going to be something else. And then the line that was working so well all day today, Jack, Jesper, and Timo, said enough is enough. One of us is getting a goal. And oh, baby, looking at that watch, it's Timo time once again. Jack starts it out with the puck in the defensive zone. Kind of does a little move. Makes a Sabre miss. And he's able to get the puck up and into the neutral zone, hitting who? Jesper Bratt in stride, right through the neutral zone, puts on the afterburners, and he's just flying. And he fakes out Levi, who goes to the side of the net, and Jesper's like, nah, I'm going to go all the way around. And Levi literally just gets stuck on the other side of the net. Before he can even react, Jesper Bratt is all the way around the other side. He's passing out here into the center slot to the wide open Timo Meier, who slams it home and then barrels over Levi, who's trying to finally now get back into position. Oh, that's right. For the first time this year, give me fuel, give me fire, give me goals from Timo Meier. Ooh, yeah. Thank you, Papa Het. 3-1 New Jersey Devils at 14-14 of the third period. Timo Meier gets his first primary assist going to Jesper Bratt, who's now on the score sheet, and Jack Hughes gets his second assist of the game. And that is where we end up, a 3-1 Devils victory. Lindy tried to pull a little gambler style again and pull Levi with about 3 minutes to go, but to no avail. No Jack Hughes saving the day over there on the Buffalo Sabres right now. So Lindy loses 2 in a row to his former team, and Sheldon Keefe is 2-0. To start his tenure as the New Jersey Devils coach, Devils sweep the Global Series, take the game 3-1 in a dominating fashion, and let me tell you, if you didn't see this game, the only reason why it was only 3-1 was because Levi he was unreal. He stopped so many amazing chances from the Devils. It could have easily been 5-6-1 in this game. Case in point, shots on goal for the Sabres, 18. For the Devils, 37. 37 shots on goal. Devils dominated the face-off circle, which we're used to seeing from this team. 65% to 35. They were 33 for 51. Wow, the Sabres only won 18 faceoffs. Devils won 33. Power play gets on the score sheet as well. They were 1 for 4. Sabres were 0 for 2, so they are still perfect on the penalty kill. Devils, not too many hits today, actually. Even though we did see a lot of physical stuff there, Devils only had 13 registered hits to the Sabres 25. Devils at 22 block shots. Love seeing that, but again, doing the Norm Macdonald, David Letterman impersonation over here. 26 giveaways again. That's 2 games in a row with the giveaways over in the 20s. And you just got to work on that, because when you do take on some opponents that are maybe a little bit more, of the higher quality, up there a little bit more in the standings, not trying to knock the Buffalo Sabres or anything like that, but I wouldn't classify them as a, top tier Stanley Cup contender type of team here right out of the gate. But when you do play against those better equipped teams, I think it was 22 turnovers, giveaways yesterday. It's 26 today. Those can be a really big factor. So there are some areas that the Devils need to clean up, definitely. 5 takeaways to the Sabres 4, but yeah, look at that. 12 shots in the first, 16 in the second, 9 in the third, 4. Hey, I almost forgot. Oh, look at me. Oh, hey, almost forgot. 37 shots. That's time for a Slayer Raining Blood tribute right there, because they are over 35. So 37 raining pucks from the Devils on the ice. Shots on goal today. Woo! What a game. Dylan playing that physical presence, dropping the mitts. Paul Cotter showing off the mitts. Like it. Like what we're seeing so far. Want to know what you think about it. Everyone here tuning in on After Dark on YouTube and Facebook and X and Instagram and everywhere else. Oh, there he is. It's time for to get a few chirps in here with the legend, the king of the football calls, and the man who loves his beefalytics. Oh, I'm sure he's a big fan of Brendan Dillon already. In his retro jersey. Let's check in with Sam. By God, woo!
Thank you, Scotty. I've been wrong about this team since day one. This 2024-25 team, Mr. Negativity, they're going to get off to a slow start. They're fragile. It's going to take time to learn the system. But at the same time, I could be right. This is Lindy Ruff's young team as well. So I'll take it. 2-0, start the season. The guys that were brought in to play a role, to do their job, dropping the gloves, Dylan. Devils win 3-1. They're not going to be pushed around. Simply not. And hopefully that trend continues. Jack Hughes, 6 shots on goal. Timo Meier, 8 shots on goal. Keep on shooting. Keep on shooting. You want your best players to shoot the puck, and that's what they're doing. And the scoring coming from, Cotter and who's the other one that scored tonight? And Casey.
Oh, Seamus Casey, yes.
Yeah, Seamus Casey. Meier is expected to score.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we call a team, folks. It's a team concept. They're getting threats everywhere. It's not just 1 or 2 people or 2 skaters that another team has to mark down. They got to face the New Jersey Devils rolling 4 lines. And then if they're going to start picking on the captain or picking on Jack Hughes or picking on even Luke Hughes for that matter when he comes back, there's a price to pay for it. Jake Allen, backup goaltender, backing up Markstrom, 1A, 1B. Is he really a backup? Hey, he got the victory tonight, just giving up
Take
1 goal.
that, Girl Scouts of Las Vegas.
Yeah. So all you Brownie fans out there
who like to heckle Sam Wu when we're in the arena.
I'm gonna take your junior mints and go home. But
still the funny thing. Did you run into any trouble in Las Vegas? Well, there was that 8-year-old Girl Scout troop that was threatening Sam Wu because he was cheering for Jake the Snake.
And those the mama bears were none too pleased either, except for the 2 drunk ones next to us.
You running any drunken gamblers or some roughnecks over there? Yeah, those Girl Scout troops. Wow, they can throw fists.
Yeah, I just happen to duck out when I go to the bathroom at the right time.
Yeah, leave us there. It's like that scene from Seinfeld where Kramer goes to karate and he's just facing all the little kids, and then they jump him in the alley after class. There's a Girl Scout troop out there waiting for Sam outside the arena, just smacking their fists together like this, waiting for him. But Sam, I knew you would like this game today just because of the physicality that was going on there. McDermott had a couple hits. Love seeing Dougie with a couple hits too. Paul Carter getting physical out there. Brendan Dillon, obviously, we're seeing what he's bringing to the table right off the get-go. It's what the Devils were always having to deal with the past couple of seasons. It seemed that they were always looking over their shoulders. Who's coming to get me? Now other teams are having to look over their shoulders to see who on the Devils is coming to get them.
And I got to recalibrate my positivity meter and my analytics in my head, because they won the second half of a back-to-back. Something that was
that's right. Yeah,
something that was rare last season, and I was thinking that it was going to be a sloppy game. Game Day Live, I had a 6-4 victory over the Buffalo Sabres, thinking that, okay, they're going to be worn out. They're going to be a little sloppy, but Buffalo played the same game yesterday. Maybe they're going to come out with a little fire to try to even it up. But what the Devils did was they tightened it up. They used some of their brawn. They used their depth, and it paid off. So this is not last year's New Jersey Devils for at least a 2-game sample. And I was pretty impressed by that they were able to tighten up and just grind it out and have a 3-1 victory. Devils undefeated, 2-0, 4 solid points going into Thursday, October 10th, where we'll be at American Whiskey for the home opener. Game Day Live and Devils After Dark will be on the big stage, weather permitting. But I'm telling you, I don't want to get too excited. And thank you for the super chat, Mark Schwab. Here you guys deserve it. I was wondering what happened after the game yesterday, but here's some money from the working class to the working class. Bella ciao, Bella ciao, Bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Yeah, Scotty and I have day jobs. Scotty has high-profile friends that he had to attend to at SiriusXM Liquid Metal. I had my day job where, I make elephants pay. I make peanuts. And sometimes it's hard to do podcasts in the middle of the day for this fine programming, but that's okay. You can always go to joinourcrew.com, help us out, sign up so you can attend our live events and also see us at American Whiskey. And super chats help. They help pay the bills. They help. We're hoping one day that we'll get a private jet, Scotty, before we retire. Yeah. And without viewers like you, without your donations,
is
that how PBS says
commercial?
it? Yeah, PBS. Without viewers like you, we wouldn't be able to have this fine educational programming. Anyway.
And I just want to point out, because I saw JP mention it in the chat, man, the block shots today. Nico, Bastion, Big Mac, they all get a shot block. Timo Meyer had 3 shot blocks today. Dylan, 5 shot blocks today, Sam Wu. Simone Nemec, 4 shot blocks. Dougie Hamilton, 3 shot blocks. Siegs gets 2. Casey gets 1. Kovacevic gets, or Kovacevic. Is it Kovacevic or is it Kovacevic? I've heard it
It's
both
Kovechkin.
ways.
Just call him Kovechkin.
Kovechkin. Yeah, we're just going to call him Kovechkin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sheldon Keefe Richards. Kovechkin gets 1. So you got every member of your defense coming through and block shots. But 9 from Nemec and Dylan together. I mean, someone else said it on the chat. I don't remember who. This defense was a liability last year. Now it's going to be one of their assets. And when you have a goaltending tandem, yeah, it's got depth. But when you have a goaltending tandem as well, like a Markstrom and an Allen to back this up, and don't forget, we got 2 guys. When Brett, don't call me Joe, am I a clown? Am I funny to you? Pesci comes back, it's only going to get even better. It's only going to get even better. When Luke comes back, they're going to be even more potent on the offensive side. And we'll see who comes out of the lineup. It's a good problem to have, though, for Tom Fitzgerald and Sheldon Keefe.
Agreed.
And again, like we were talking about, I think you're going to see guys rotated in and out of this lineup a little bit more frequently. And I think that'll be a great thing for the Nemeches, the Lukes, and the Caseys. If they're going to keep them up here, I think it's a good learning experience for them. Keep them rested. Playing at this level for this amount of games is not an easy feat. You can play a lot in the minors and everything like that, but this is a different level and a different mindset that you have to be at. It gets tiring. And I think being able to, maybe rotate some guys in and out and give them those rests and give them those moments to just kind of watch from above every now and then, I think will be a great learning and not feel like, last year was like, we don't have anyone else. We got to keep them all in the lineup all the time. There's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to turn. This year, you already got 2 guys injured, and there's already other places to turn. I think it's going to be a very, very strong year on defense for this New Jersey Devils. And so whoever said that, I'm trying to look back through the comments right now. Whoever said that, give yourself kudos. Okay, so Ed2 says it is Kovacevic. Okay. Have to get that. We'll see. Well, I don't know. I've been watching. I got the NHL Network feed out here. Was it MSG feed back there in Jersey?
I would assume so. Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
If MSG,
I got Weeksy and EJ on the call out here, so I'll have to wait to see how Captain Bill Spaulding pronounces everything, and then we'll just mimic him.
Yeah. Turn and burn.
Turn and burn, baby. But yeah, this defense is going to be stellar this year. They really are. Joseph Lanham, how was the hit on Mercer? Not interference, but the Dillon one. Okay, I can see that. I think it was. I honestly don't think there should have been a penalty on either. To tell you the truth, I thought they were just both good hits. But those interference calls. Oh, Mark Schwab again.
Mark Schwab. I'm closer to retirement, Scotty.
Yeah,
also,
he feels bad for Lindy Ruff.
This was a rough weekend.
We saw we saw a lot of those looks on Lindy's face the past couple years, and it's nice to see that happening for a different team now. Because Lindy had a shot with this team. He had a shot. So it is what it is. Wish him the best in Buffalo. But yeah, won't be feeling too bad about the Devils beating Lindy Ruff twice here. But yeah, I would say there was. I don't think either hit was interference. To tell you the truth, I don't think either of them should have been a penalty. They were both big hits. That's what fans like to see. Paterka, he went to the locker room. Hope he's okay. I don't want to see anyone get hurt, but, don't want to see all those big hits taken out of the game either. I mean, you got to skate with your head up. I mean, his head was just. So, And DM looked fine afterwards on his hit, but it was a big hit. But you saw the crowd get charged up. But it wasn't like elbows up on either of them. They were both hits with the shoulder. So I'm fine with that. As long as guys are keeping their elbows down, they're not rimping it and trying to throw the forearms and stuff like that. But I thought both hits were fine, and I don't think either of them really deserved a penalty. That's just me, but whatever. Who else is up here on the old YouTube page? Let me go back a little bit here.
Michael Descala, RME.
Little Bubs, great
JP.
way to start. That's right. Hey, Ramona's back. And Peyton, Tom Dermody, Corbin, hashtag 2025.
Michael Hay on the Facebook Live, Lawrence S.
Hashtag 2025 woo. 2025 woo. Okay, so LeBog signed with Columbus for that's basically a minimum contract over there, but that's fine. Devils, we got a lot of depth already, so letting a PTO go, I think they'll be fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Rocco, great business trip for them. Gets the points. See the new guys score. And St. Pollock, Allen shakes off the rough pace. Right, we talked about this. Sheldon Keefe talked about it. Like, are you surprised the team played this well? No. Preseason and regular season are two different things. Edwin Edwards, maybe Fitz got the goalie tandem figured out. Who knows? It's been a number of years. Let's all knock on wood that Markstrom and Allen stay healthy. That'll be the main thing for this tandem because we know they're a little bit older. They stay healthy. They can be one of the best in the league.
And if one should fall to injury, Nico Dawes isn't that bad of a call-up. He's done it before, and
he just needs consistency. So we'll see what goes on there. Ramona, defense. That's right. It's what we're used to here as the New Jersey Devil fans. We got
defense.
so much defense for so long. Everyone should love defense because you got to be able to shut down that other team. Tom Dermody, again, so much D-depth. JP, Cotter, 2-1-3. That's right. 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points on the season. For the Mitts man. JP, it's actually even earlier. It's only 10:50. It's not 11:12 in LA. And another good point too. Cotter was only playing like 10, 11 minutes a game there in Vegas, and he had over 200 hits. Imagine if he gets a little bit more ice time. The Levi goaling, don't worry about that, Pollock. He had a good game, but eventually they broke through. They broke through with 3 goals. And they were in control this entire time. It didn't look like – it looked more like, to me, not like, oh, Levi's going to shut them down for this whole game. It looked more like it's just a matter of time before the Devils put one home. That was the feeling that I had watching this game. What were you going to say, Sam? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm loving Cotter right now. I mean,
oh yeah,
it's. I was going to make a pun there. He's going to be a big hit in New Jersey when he's talked about the hits, but yeah, now it's bad. But
I also see Shalobi over here talking about Sam Wu's 2025 season.
Hey, maybe I was overthinking preseason predictions a couple days ago. A lot has happened since Sunday. Devils are now 2-0, undefeated. I think for the first time in a long time, Scotty, all my sports teams, with the exception of the New York Football Giants, at least they got a win this year.
Yeah, they're not going defeated. Yeah, so
that was the original prediction.
That's all Giants fans were hoping for. Is just at least get us one win this season.
Yeah, we don't want to be the 0-17 Giants, but in a few hours the Mets will be playing the Phillies. My Penn State football team, I don't even know what the score is right now, but it doesn't matter.
I think they're winning. I have it. It's on in the background here, but I've got a little glare coming in from outside. Mark Schwab, Mark, all the way from over there in Switzerland. Do we still have football calls because John Marino is gone? Yes. If you're unaware, I was very hopeful, and I thought there were a couple opportunities where we were going to get our first football call of the season. But trust me, I think we're going to have plenty of them this year because our football star will be Dougie, don't call me Flutie, Hamilton. Don't call me Flutie Flakes Hamilton will be our football call star of the season. So anytime Dougie gets a point, you could be expecting a Sam Wu football call, which probably means there's going to be a number of games with multiple football calls. Mrs. Wu is going to be standing at the top of the stairs looking down into the dungeon, wondering just what in the hell her husband is screaming about, and then remember, oh yeah, Dougie Hamilton got on the score sheet tonight.
And Hamilton is known for the drop kick, extra point.
Michael Descala, love Weeksy on the announced team. EJ on the play-by-play is, but do love Kevin Weeksy. He always brings so much excitement. As a former Devil too, I know he loves the team. But I love his calls. He's always got some nice, quirky things, pop culture references to tie everything to. I think Weeksy does a good job there as the color commentary. Paul Cotter already outscoring Alexander Holtz this season. Very nice, Antu. Michael Descala is ready for the Mets as well. Oh, yeah. Paul Cotter last year, 7, 18, 25, and 76 games. Yeah, he's on a good pace then already this year to start off. And if he's going to get some opportunities like we saw today, he was up on that third line because Palat was out. Yeah, he might be getting some crossover time with a Jack Hughes or a Jesper Bratt or Timo Meier on those line changes like we saw today. Jack Hughes setting him up. And I'm not lying. I literally thought I needed to get my prescription changed here on the old eyewear. Because that sure as hell looked like Jesper Bratt or Timo Meier putting those moves on that goaltender. Oh, no. The Mets man. Paul Cotter.
The other thing, too, Devils now lead the NHL in goals, points, goalie save percentage, wins. I was just ripping off a joke that I saw on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
The undefeated New Jersey Devils.
The undefeated. RME. How about Silyev in a few years? Yep. He's a monster beast Russian kid. We've had our fair share of these big monsters to come through that, maybe didn't pan out exactly how we were thinking. Did I just say how we were thoughting? Mohamedulin, ended up being trade bait. Brought in Timo Meier. Kevin Ball, we were very excited when we got him. Was that in the Arizona Coyotes? I think he came from Arizona Coyotes, right?
What, Kevin Ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was he? Yeah. Yeah. So, Ball was the next one as well, that we had really high hopes for, to be that monster shutdown, big beast. But Silyev, I think he might be the one. Might be third's a charm kind of deal here with the Tom Fitzgerald picks and the acquisitions for that big monster beast defenseman. I mean, that kid is huge, and he's only I think he's only 19 or right? I think he just turned 19.
Yeah. He's
young. He's over in the KHL. Probably not going to see him for another year or two. But when we do, be excited. Be excited. And then, yeah, looking at those four going forward, Luke, Casey, Nemitz, Silyev, whew, you bring in a veteran or two as well. Man, this defense is going to be set up for years and years to come.
Well, Scotty.
Who else we got? Hi, Ted. Ted said hi.
Max.
Yeah, Jay. Max, what's up? Woo! Ted, the Beefalytics are looking good.
Max?
Yeah, the Beefalytics are looking really, really good. Got Ted will see Sam on Thursday.
Oh, congratulations to Max. He is engaged to his girlfriend, now fiance.
All right.
She said yes.
Woo!
I was waiting for a text all night long. I was like, oh, crap. Do I ask?
Excellent.
Yes.
Congratulations to our boy Max.
To Max.
The fastest beer chug in the East. Makes his way down from Boston to come see some Devils games. Really good dude. Big fan of the show. We're a big fan of him. Very, very happy for you, dude. Congratulations.
But by the way, Max, the Let's Go Devils podcast is for hire. We do cocktail hours at weddings.
Yes. If you want a Devils After Dark for your wedding, let us know, and we will cover the consummation of your marriage. Yes.
Complimentary and crew brews. Top shelf liquor.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, congratulations to you, Max. And I'm sure the lucky lady is very happy as well.
I'll be there Thursday.
Oh, excellent. Very cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
Maybe we'll get some ring showing off there on Game Day Live with Vinny Parisi and Shorts Guy and Sam Wu. We're all going to be down there at American Whiskey for the home opener. Now the hard part. We get 2 games in a row, then all of a sudden it's a week and a half with no games, and it's just like, where'd they go?
This is where baseball.
Well, it won't be a week and a half.
Yeah, baseball's going to.
Yeah, baseball fill in. So what is it? 6 days, 5 days off,
and the Giants and Jets, fill it in a little bit.
Yeah, lucky for us Mets fans. Oh well, no, the Yankees too. The Yankees are going to be starting up their series this weekend too. So lucky for us, we got a little baseball to fill in. In the meantime. While the Devils are getting back to the States and getting reacclimated to the time changes and everything like that. Good on the NHL, actually, for not scheduling them too close together because, that first game back, if they were playing like on Monday, would just be a friggin' disaster. So they get off until Thursday, home opener. And, we'll be back here talking about it. Game Day Live for American Whiskey, Devils After Dark as well. And we also have the big show on Sunday night. We'll be talking about both of these games, getting all your feedback. If you don't already follow, like, subscribe to the YouTube page, our X, our Instagram, the Facebook page, joinourcrew.com. You get alerts to whenever we are going live. And now that we're back into more of a regular time, you can be expecting Devils After Dark to follow the games as per normal. Like we said yesterday, Sam and I do have jobs. We would love if this was the only thing that we had to do on a daily basis was to watch and analyze Devils hockey and then talk about it. That would be fantastic, but that is not reality. So we know yesterday was a little bit delayed. Still live. Just, start a little later.
It was live delay. It wasn't tape delay. It was live.
Yeah, it was live delayed, Yeah. But we needed to get through the workday. And I'll tell you the truth, I even stopped and then went back to work afterwards, okay? Just for you out there, okay? But yeah, now that we're back on a regular North American schedule, you could be expecting Game Day Live just before and Devils After Dark right after. And you want all those alerts, like, follow, subscribe, join us up on the YouTube chat and the Facebook chat, X. We love hearing from you. You are the ones that make this show so special and so good because we can interact with you, what you're thinking in a live setting. Like Sam Wu says, we're never pre-recorded. The Sunday show, that's live as well.
Yeah. Very rare.
You're never going to get a podcast from here that's like, oh, well, this was recorded a month ago.
Yeah.
No. This is happening right here, right now. So when I flub some pronunciation of names, it's not because I had a whole bunch of time to practice on it and redo and punch it back in. It's live, damn it!
Yeah. Just like when I was fading the bumper, the intro. And yeah, I ran out of mouse pad, and then suddenly I'm on the glass with the mouse, and it went 60-0.
Sam realized he was actually he was naked, and he had to throw on that Devils jersey real fast. Right now, he's only in his underwear. That's it.
That is
no
correct.
pants on right now.
That
no
is
pants.
correct.
He's no pants Woo. That's how Mrs. Woo prefers him.
What, half naked guy?
No pants Woo.
Oh, all right. I think that's the cue to hit the music.
Down to his undies, Sam. You know, we can come up with a couple of nicknames for you. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Big win. Devils 2-0 to start the season. Sweep that Global Series from Lindy Ruff and the Sabres. Can't wait to talk more about it with you tomorrow. Big show Sunday night right here on the Let's Go Devils Podcast Network. Sam, turn it over to you for the final goodbyes.
Yeah, thank you. Go to joinourcrew.com. Sunday edition tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. Till next time, let's go Devils.